As you may have heard, the Roblox Bedwars Halloween event is officially back in the game, but this time we got a brand new kit that we have to do a boss fight for, and that is the ARACHNE kit right here. So if you don't know, in this boss fight or lair, whatever you want to call it, it's basically a thing where there's 3 different stages, and the first 2 stages are pretty easy. It's basically a thing where you go through some stages, and you do some quests and these little things, and you have to do it to get on to the next stage. But then the final stage is usually the hardest because that's where a boss fight is, and it can be really tricky. But once you beat that boss fight, then you can get the kit for free. So as you might be able to see here from my title, Spider Slayer, and this event mission right here, I actually beat the ARACHNE kit a few days ago off screen. And therefore, in this video, it's going to be my job to give you guys some cool tips and tricks so you can beat ARACHNE's Lair really easily and get this brand new ARACHNE kit. So without further ado, let's get right into it, everybody. And normally for ARACHNE's Lair, you have to have 4 keys, which we have. And if you don't have 4 keys, you have to wait an hour, and then every hour, 1 charges up. But we already have 4, so let's get right into it, everybody. So here we are, everybody. Right after the loading screen, you'll get these kits right here that show up. My Nazar kit is supposed to be a Nazar kit right here. It's not showing up for some reason, but that doesn't matter because you always want to go with Silas because you get a ton of buffs. So that's tip number 1. Always go with Silas kit for this. The reason why we want to go with Silas kit is because we get some healing. We get a healing aura around us, and if we press R, we can switch out the damage. But almost always you're going to want to use the healing one because it's a lot better, and you could heal up really fast with it. So we'll switch right back to the healing. And then there's the Q ability right here, which if we're running, this will be really useful if we're running low because then you get shield, and later on you get a life steal, so you could like get a ton of HP. So in this first one, our main goals, we want to mine the crystals. There's these little pink crystals around here. We have to open the gate. That's pretty straightforward. Use our pickaxe. And here comes tip number 2, because as you may see, there's some knights here that will chase you, and they do a ton of damage to you, like right here. They do 20 damage, and it keeps doing more damage. And it makes you really low. Just ignore the knights. Just run from them, because even though they're fast, you can outrun them. But they do a lot of damage. They have a lot of HP, and they just don't give anything to you. You don't get anything from killing them, so that's just absolutely useless. So just run away from them. So here we go. We got all the power to open the gate, and we're teleporting to the gate already because our teammate is already there. But basically, there would be a gate that you would see, and it's pretty easy to spot. So here we are, everybody. We're at the next stage, and for this one, this is some parkour. This one's probably one of the trickiest stages. So yeah, just make sure make sure your jumps are really precise because that could be a little tricky for some people. Let's get some damage. It really doesn't matter at these levels what you get, by the way. It's just kind of the personal preference. There's nothing really better than the other. And here's my tip number 3. You'll see there's a lot of spiders around here. They can be really annoying. They can make you get like your HP really low. So with tip number 3, what we're going to want to do is kill these guys up here because they spawn the spiders, and this will become even more important later on in the game. And there we go. We got those 2 guys dead. And here's tip number 4. As you can see, my teammate just hit that down with the bow. And we could make those shake and break and come down there and do parkour. But it's really tricky because spiders will spawn, and it's like really hard parkour. So here's tip number 4. There's actually a little hack right here where you could just go along here, just run across the wall. And it's really easy, and it's actually a lot easier than it looks. It may look hard, but it's actually kind of easy. And there you go, and you're on the other side with no stress. So here we go. We got some more crystals here because we got to get 100 to open the gate. And without further ado, I got tip number 5, and that is do not break these boxes, because if you do, there are some items that come with it, but if you do, then a ton of spiders will spawn, as you see my teammate is doing. So even though you can get some cool items like shield potions and speed pies, just focus on getting the crystals. That's our #1 priority right now. So let's get these crystals real quick, and like I said before, it really does not matter what upgrade you get with these levels. Make sure to keep an eye on the spiders, that there's not too many that overpower you, but if there are, make sure to use that Q ability because it gives you a ton of HP like this. Killing these spiders are also good because you get some triumph upgrades, and with more triumph, then you could take less damage from attacks. Now we can go over here because there's this is just one part, it's a dead end here, and there's another part over here. As you see, we went to the left first from here, but now we're going to the right. So this is kind of addition to tip number 5. Don't break these, as you see my teammate just did. There's big spiders that spawn from them, and they're really annoying, they're hard to beat. This isn't really a tip, but just quickly just dodge these little skeletons here because they're annoying, they don't do anything. Here we go, we got a mini boss here. This is just kind of just a little spider here that we have to try and kill. And if we do, a bunch of crystals will spawn, which is good because it's currently not a ton right now. And but the thing is, once that happens, a ton of spiders will spawn. So the trick here in tip number 6 is well, it's actually not really tip number 6. This is just in addition to a past tip. Make sure to kill those little guys right there that spawn the spiders, because otherwise the spiders will easily overpower you later. So I think that's all the spider guys in the area. Oh, never mind, there's one right here. So make sure to kill them. And sometimes they could be kind of hard to hit, but as long as your shots are precise, you should be able to hit them pretty good. So make sure to always keep that Q ability in mind if you're running low. There you go, you get some life steal, which is super duper useful with this kit. So there we go, we just got the spider, but now a bunch of spiders are going to spawn, and we got to get crystals. This is probably one of the most tricky parts in my opinion, because a ton of spiders come here. This is kind of just tip number 6, but make sure to regulate the amount of spiders around you at the same time when you're mining the crystals, because you just want to pay attention. And make sure to always use that life steal. Here we go, we got some crystals in here. How many does my teammate have? Let's go. My teammate got all these other crystals. That's another thing. This is so much easier if you do it with a teammate, especially one that you're a friend or something, because then you can really like communicate. It's super easy. So here we are. Here's the boss fight right here. The Arachne, and then after this we could actually get the Arachne kit. And unlike last year, there's actually no second boss. There's just the Arachne boss, and that's it. So here's tip number 8. Just keep moving. Never stop moving, and move in an inward circle. And just spam your bow. Make sure to do that too. And also here's his first attack. The Arachne like goes right there. Uh-oh. Oh, that's bad. I got stuck here. That's his other attack. I can get stuck in the web. So there we go. That's the moment where I would want to use my little Q ability here. So yeah, this is why we want to keep moving, because otherwise these things will start attacking us, and this is bad. That's really bad. Okay, so this is his web attack. Make sure to always get in the middle of it. That's also so here right here, if I hit my teammate, then he's out. See, if you hit him while he's in the web, then he escapes, which is good. And make sure to go inward, because when the Arachne, when the Spider Queen does this little spider attack like that, it's really easy to dodge it, so you don't get stuck. We gotta get our teammate. There we go, our teammate's out. And also, here's tip number 9. If you get the chance, make sure to go inward and do these close attacks, because it does a ton of damage, as you see here with the sword. Much more than it does with the bow. Our teammate just died and fell off the cliff. It's up to us. There we go, his web attack, just go like that. Make sure when you get the chance, go inward like that, because you can do a ton of damage with the sword. Okay, so here's one of her special attacks. Make sure to get to this rock. Make sure to not be too far away from it, which can be tricky sometimes, because otherwise this goo or whatever rises, and then it does a ton of damage to you. And I got hit somehow. There's a lot more action with that going on. The boss fight can get progressively harder as it keeps going on. So you just have to keep an eye on attacks and always use that Q ability when you get low. Okay, now we're right here. There we go. We're not in the radius of the attack. Keep an eye on the spiders. The spiders shouldn't be too hard at this level, but there's still a few spiders that are annoying. So yeah, the attacks right now are pretty straightforward, but they can get progressively harder, and then that little attack we get to get in the rock will come back sometimes too. So just be aware. So that's basically all the tips I have, and as long as you just keep following this process, you probably will be able to beat the boss fight, and it won't be too hard. So just keep running around, just spam your bow. Make sure to get out of the way for attacks. She got that attack again. I'm really, really far away from it. That is really not good. No! I died, y'all. I died. So there you have it, everybody. Those are my tips and tricks I have for this Arachne's Lair, this event. One thing I would like to say that I didn't really do too well is just kind of stay like towards the center. I was going a little bit too wide around the map, because if you stay in the center, then it should be able to get it should be able to get on top of those rocks and avoid that that ghost goo or whatever it is attack that I died to. So yeah, I really hope this video helps you guys, and have a great day. See you in the next one.